sleep. Yellow canary, they suffering.
I step on a bird, no Sesame Street. The bigger they are, the louder they tweet. I kill the villain, they pay me to beat. Sylvester and Jerry ain't nothing on me. Michael Jackson with the moonwalk, you can feel the thriller when I beat it. Spirit grow when you feed it. Boots banging undefeated. I'm running the play, no X's and O's. I follow my coach to leadership. We chopping the tree, ain't no cedar hill. That Lebanon burn, I got heaters here. All gas, no brakes. All action, no takes. Canary mission full of fakes. One mic, all it takes.
You thought we was weak, you thought we would leave, we thought we would run for cover. Yeah, the chosen seed, the sand of the seas, and we never run from nothing. 10 toes down, we can't leave, we in the bond covenant. They angry birds, they can't sleep. Yellow canary, they suffering.
What's a canary to a lion? What is a demon to a guy? Holding their feet to the fire. Yeah, we revealing all their lies. Because this truth they despise. Now they got the world trying to turn on us. Every time we bring up their wickedness, they turn around and put the blame on us. But this train moving, what you really doing is putting a whole lot of fame on us. People waking up left and right, shining bright and not the same on you. Revelation chapter 3 verse 9. Say you're the Jews, but you do lie. The devil see, we see it in your eyes. It's all the vision, see your own demise.
You thought we was weak, you thought we would leave, we thought we would run for cover. The chosen seed, the sand of the seas, and we never run from nothing. 10 toes down, we can't leave, we in the bond covenant. They angry birds, they can't sleep. Yellow canary, they suffering.
Tweety on his daddy's mission. He done seen the internet is death for him. See the Vivi try to come against us. Got the word of God, now we blasting on him. My God's black, green blasting phony. Twitter fingers, but he hiding from me. Got a lot to say with no evidence. Scripts say they black, but your nose rose. Goddamn, eating them risen. We beating them down with the scriptures. You know how we gets it in. 80 a line, them issues is crying. Cause ain't no comments but limited. Purple and go put it into them. On every corner, we're wild with this medicine. You play the victim, but we know your hidden agenda. Them niggas you kill, they done listen. Listen, we on fire, go kiss it. Been identified, we not missing. Now you on trial, you pedophile for identity theft against Israel. We are official, blasting the Spanish people. You thought you could hide, but we see you. Got to be kidding. If you think you hidden, this water has risen, came down through the bishops. Stay out of business. You mad and we get it. You try to get out of what's written. Never knew mercy for the worthy. You was a cursed seed from the beginning. Seeking your vengeance and never repented. Never put back what's missing. Oh, you play with God, he gonna show his power. Time is winding down for all Edom.
Welcome to Four Corners News.
I'm Officer Patriel.
I'm Officer Azaniah.
Speaks. To his left,
Officer Daniel.
to his left,
Officer Micah.
further left,
Officer Phillip.
and we make up.
Four Corners News.
Yes, sir. We are covering up for the captain, so all praise to the Most High. Those where we have a good, edifying show, so make sure you guys stay tuned and enjoy the show. Let's start it with the top stories.
All right.
Read that.
From Gallup. Steady 64% say racism against black people widespread in the United States.
Just so y'all know, we just came off celebrating, or not we, but a lot of the black people just honored Dr. Martin Luther King. But this is an article right here that shows you steady 64% say racism against black people widespread in the U.S. So they did a census about this and still figuring out, black people are still figuring out today that Martin Luther King's dream has not came to be realized.
Hey, let's read Isaiah 11:11 before we go to that.
Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
And that's why we got Four Corners News. So let's go back to the article. Bring it up. So 64% say racism still exists here. What a surprise. I'm not surprised at all. And if you pay attention to the world, you'll see that, there's this young gentleman by the name of Isho Speed. He's been touring Africa, been going around places around the world, right? Well, guess what? When he went to Europe, a whole bunch of monkey sounds getting flicked off, racism short towards him. So 64% here in America, guess what? Widespread all over the world. Started here. Damn.
Letting you know that Dr. Martin Luther King's dream was not realized. So I posted a video in the FCN lineup group. Pull that up real quick to see what we do for the community when it comes to trying to get our people back to what they are supposed to be.
Bring it up.
Pull it up. Play that. Watch this.
Multiple small businesses and resources were on hand for people to explore. Organizers say this event was all about supporting one another while uplifting Dr. King's values.
It is just awesome that the community is pulling together.
Hey, what do y'all see in the background?
Look at that.
What do y'all see in the background, y'all?
Israel United in Christ.
You see Israel United in Christ in the background in an MLK function.
That's right.
But at the end of the day, let's see if when they're making their reports, are we being mentioned as far as being in the forefront of the black community?
Of course not. They're not going to say that. They're going to continue spreading that Jewish fable where they say we are a hate group. Because that's what they do. This lies after lies after lies to make the people not come and unite with us.
Right.
And it don't mean that we dishonoring MLK. No, we're not dishonoring Martin Luther King.
Right.
What he did was honorable.
Right.
If it wasn't for him, a lot of stuff that we're doing in the street would not be possible.
For sure.
Yeah, but guess what? Everything that he did, those people still hate us.
And that's why you need the purple and gold at events like this, so we won't allow them anymore to twist the truth and use some of MLK's speeches like join hand in hand with every other nation, when MLK also preached a message of that he thought that he instituted or invited his people into a burning building. He said that as well.
Right.
But they don't spread those type of messages, you understand? Because all MLK did when he was during his time was he was trying to save his people. That was the point. So we need to be that at these events so we can teach that and make sure that people know the truth.
That's right. All praise to the Most High. Go back to the video. Play.
Because that's what we need in this day and time. Just love the fact that the community is out and that we're on all one accord and we're celebrating in the spirit of Dr. King.
And now over in...
That's it. So that's it. So you could go to the next one. Let's bring up the next one.
This is just a blast from the past. So I'm not. What we're saying is that we're not knocking MLK's dream. We're not knocking that. We're not trying to talk evil when it comes down to our community leaders or people that has put their life on the line for the nation for our nation. But what we're just trying to bring in the forefront of people's minds is that they have not changed. Even though Martin Luther King had a dream that black boys and black girls and white boys and white girls could hold hands and do whatever. But at the end of the day, it's still racism that's still there. Even though we just came off celebrating a Dr. Martin Luther King Day or whatever, maybe you get the day off. Those are illusions of inclusions. That's basically what it is. Right, so now bring up that article real quick. Let's play that. Bring up that article. Come on.
From CNN, a teacher at a North Carolina charter school resigns after claims of field slave comments to black students.
So that teacher resigned right after she went and called them young kids niggas.
And you know what's crazy about that? This shows you how in the previous article, right? That was last year, August 2025. And this is 2021. It shows you that when that happened, nothing changed. From the time that this fuel slave to the rate to 65%. And guess what? When Trump became president, when all that stuff happened, it kept ramping up. It's not stopping. It's not going to stop. If you think it's going to stop, it's not going to stop. Their true nature, they've been sleeping for a while. The true nature is going to come out.
That's what that's ultimately what they're trying to show you. Go ahead, Officer Daniel.
Hey, did y'all remember when what is it, J.D. Vance, when he did that speech or whatever, and he said that white people don't need to apologize anymore, or you don't need to apologize for being white in America anymore. That is the spirit that Esau, with all those that slick rhetoric that he's throwing out nowadays, like even Donald Trump and his movement, make America great again. You understand? Those things are trying to put Esau back in his original spirit. That original racism that established America when he declared it to be great.
Because you know America.
It's on.
Yeah, it's on. It's low. Because you know America is a.
Turn up 5, man.
Turn up 5, man. That thing is very low.
Go ahead.
Because even the term civil rights. We're trying to get civility onto living among a bunch of animals. That's exactly what it is. We're trying to be civil. We're trying to, act, trying to get, fair treatment. And then they say that's a Christian country.
Civil rights. When you look up the word civil, that means this is how you deal with people. So what we're asking for is to be treated like a human being.
And then that's a Christian nation.
But that's the thing, though.
White Christian.
That's the thing we have to understand. It's impossible for a beast to treat another human being the right way. It's impossible.
So I just don't want us to lose sight of the article. Go back to the article. Let's see who this teacher was talking to. Because at the end of the day, we think that they forgot their cognition, but they didn't forget. Pull it up. Come on. Scroll down. Read that.
A teacher at a North Carolina charter school has resigned after parents brought to light a number of alleged racist incidents, including a racially insensitive lesson to black students in September, the school said. In an 8th grade class.
A what?
An 8th grade class.
That's middle school, y'all. So it's showing you a 8th grade class. A teacher that's teaching the 8th grade is programming our children's minds, or our young brothers, our young sisters, our young sons, our young daughters, how to stay nigger.
Damn.
Read.
At Winterville Charter Academy during a lesson regarding the importance of the U.S. Constitution, parents claim the teacher allegedly asked black students to stand up, telling them that if it wasn't for the Constitution, they would be her field slaves.
At the end of the day, this is where the truth hurts. And at FCN, where truth speaks, we gonna speak the truth. We gonna show you exactly what the oppressor feels about you.
She didn't say house slave. She said field slave. She made sure you understand. Listen, you ain't gonna be in my home. You ain't gonna be in the house under the shade. Nah, none of that. You're gonna be in the fields.
Hey, let me get a script, officer, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Get Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 26, just to let these Edomites know what's going to happen to them. Because guess what? They making fun of us, but their country is going down the drain right now. Right now as we speak, as they mocking and saying these big swelling words against the children of Israel. God's jewel. Listen to what's going to happen to them when DJ Trump make the other nations press the bomb. Read it.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity.
Read.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
So y'all go ahead, just mock us now, mock us, call us field slaves. But guess what? The day is coming when you will be mocked, and we waiting on it, baby.
Read. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you.
There you go. So we gonna have our day to mock at you as well. Just wait.
Right. Let's bring up the next article.
From Independent, New Jersey mayor told cops to keep black people out of his town, according to lawsuit from the state.
Whoa, wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Oh, hold on. When was this published?
Saturday, the 17th of January, 2026.
I thought things have changed for black people. We're starting to get up there now. We're starting to get good jobs, good pay. We're starting to rub shoulders with Esau.
We're assimilated.
We have assimilated. We have done every single thing that we can as human beings that fought for civil rights.
Hey,
we have done all of it, everything.
This article is trying to be slick. I'm gonna show you. Read the title again.
New Jersey mayor told cops to keep black people out of his town, according to lawsuit from the state.
Now, when you drive around, right? When you go to a town and they say black people should not be there, what is that called? That's sundown town.
Right.
This dude is trying to be slick. That's what he's promoting. He said, listen, I don't want no black people here. That's fine. That's good. That's good. Guess what? Black people who's listening, who see that kind of stuff, when you say, you know what you should say? All right, you know what? You don't want us here? We'll unite with other black folks.
Right.
How about you start doing that?
Right.
Let's get that real quick. Zephaniah chapter 2, read verse 1.
Bring it out.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
God said we are a nation that is not desired. So if we're not desired, okay, good. What's the issue? Go by your people who desires you. You understand? You don't hear black people say, I don't want no black people around here. Just be around them. You don't see Hispanics be talking like that. We gather together. We unite. Hey, you don't want black? All right, fine, cool. Go ahead and have your bland music. I know y'all won't have no flavor in that town. It'll be over.
That's the reason why they gotta go in and steal people's culture and identity.
It'll be over.
Yeah, they the Egyptians now. They Israel now. Wow. Oh my goodness.
And these events, they're gonna increase as time goes on, as America continues to fall. But and the crazy thing is, black people. I'm talking about you, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Americans. Yes, y'all need to hear that. Y'all need to hear the sweet soliloquies of oppression.
Right.
That's what you need. Hey, can I get a script?
Yeah.
Go to Psalm 64. Because God prophesied that this was about to happen. And this was going to happen so that oppressor, that wicked one can be revealed. Psalm 64, read verse 2.
Psalm chapter 64 and verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
So this is David. David said, hide me from the wicked and from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Come on.
Who whet their tongue like a sword.
Whet means to sharpen. That's what you would do with a sword. You would sharpen it to make sure it cuts clean. So their tongue, God said, is as sharp as a sword is, meaning it cuts. Come on.
And bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
And do what?
Even bitter words.
That's what that is. Bitter words. Words that cut. Words that hurt. You understand? To show you the wickedness of the oppressor. Read verse 4.
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him.
Watch this.
And fear not.
And what?
And fear not.
That's what. Listen, you don't gotta apologize for being white no more. Not in America. Nah. Why? Because we don't feel bad about the over 400 years of slavery that our ancestors put you in.
They don't.
That's what's gonna happen.
Right.
They don't. So just lambing back off of you. Go to Job chapter 36 and read verse 15. So this is the reason why we are constantly putting this in our people's remembrance, because right after Dr. Martin Luther King, people get to celebrating that. What else comes? Black History Month.
Yeah.
And we think that we special because now we have a month to ourselves, but we're going to constantly here on Four Corners News, we're going to constantly just show you that the oppression has not stopped. It just changed faces. Read.
Job chapter 36 and verse 15.
Come on.
He delivereth the poor in his affliction and openeth their ears in oppression.
The reason why black people are still being oppressed in America today is because God says you need oppression in order for you to hear me. This is what God has been saying. So this is going to constantly happen, whether it's in New Jersey, whether it's in Miami, whether it's in Indiana, wherever you from, Boston, wherever you from. God says oppression is going to be there as long as my people is not calling themselves Israel, as long as we're not keeping the commandments of God. So go back to the article and finish that. This is how they target us to show their dominance over us. Come on.
Scroll down.
The state of New Jersey is suing Clark Township police officials and former Mayor Salvatore Sal Bonaccorso for racial discrimination, alleging officials instructed officers to keep black people out of Clark through targeted policing practices.
Come on.
And watch this. It's not just black people.
Yeah.
Jump down to the third paragraph.
The lawsuit alleges that Clark police disproportionately targeted black and Hispanic drivers, stopping black motorists about 3.7 times and Hispanic motorists about 2.2 times more often than white drivers, violating New Jersey's civil rights laws and the state constitution.
So this is the reason why black people, we don't like police. Whenever police comes up right behind us, we get scared. Me, myself, personally, I'm still scarred.
Hey, did you
remember whenever we drive from Florida all the way up into Georgia, the place that I fear the most is Valdosta, Georgia. I'm not even gonna lie, because they pulled me over one time. Daytona, they pulled me over one time. Gainesville, they pulled me over one time. It's like, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna live. I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not.
You seen that new I guess short on social media? It says driving in America in 2026, and he had all his information on the deck. He had his birth certificate, passport, immigration papers. They had all of it.
No, don't say immigration papers, because ICE is gonna come.
I'm telling you what was on the short. I'm all right.
And that's right. It be like that, man. Let's go to the next article.
So watch this. So black people are still being racially targeted, but this is what happened in the past. We always got to bring things in from present tense all the way down to past, because that's what's connect us back with the Bible. Pull that up.
The Wilmington Massacre of 1898. And
some people don't even know what this is.
Damn.
In the late 1890s.
Scroll back up, play the video.
In 1898, over 2,000 armed white people descended on Wilmington City Hall and forced black and white elected officials to resign in a coup. At the time, Wilmington, North Carolina was home to a prosperous community of black business owners, doctors, lawyers, and politicians.
Stop.
In the days leading up to the...
Now, you heard what it said, right? What kind of black people they had back then. They had doctors, lawyers, politicians, all that stuff. That didn't satisfy them. So when they speak about that nonsense, well, why don't you just do better in society? They're lying. They don't mean that stuff. Oh, just pull up yourself by your bootstrap. We already did. And you sent a mob against us. They don't mean that stuff. All it is that they rather see us down so they could say, look, you ain't nothing. They'll keep pointing the finger. Look, that's why we got to do this, because they ain't nothing. But when we try to be something, we try to be somebody, you always come and stop us. Damn. Play. We want it a little bit. Yep, play.
At the time, Wilmington, North Carolina was home to a prosperous community of black business owners, doctors, lawyers, and politicians. In the days leading up to the 1898 election, white groups known as red shirts organized to intimidate black voters.
Pause.
Infuriated by the result.
Esau is always going to cling back to who he originally is. Red shirts.
Yep.
According to the Bible, Esau came out red according to Genesis chapter 25, verse 25 on down. So he's always going to cling back to who he is. He's always going to leave breadcrumbs of who he is. Play.
Of a biracial government, a mob of white men waged a campaign of groups known as red shirts organized to intimidate black voters. Infuriated by the result of a biracial government, a mob of white men waged a campaign of terror against black residents.
Now, they were mad because the government started being mixed up with blacks and whites. Now, what did Trump do? Trump came to president, hired a whole bunch of Edomites and said, listen, you're fired, you're in this position, put a whole bunch of Edomites in position. He didn't have to say none of that. But the mindset is still there.
Right.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. When he said, make America great again, MAGA, that's what he's talking about. Play.
Keep playing.
A mob of white men waged a campaign of terror against black residents. Colonel Alfred Moore Waddell, a former Confederate officer and U.S. congressman, led the mob and declared that he would choke the current of the Cape Fear River with black bodies. Armed white rioters destroyed black businesses and killed hundreds of black residents.
Stop. That don't sound very civilized to me.
No.
They like to say we're not civilized. Wait, if we're not civilized, how come we're able to live in a civil manner? Black businesses, and government, all that stuff. But you just start destroying everything like a wild animal?
Like a wild man.
Yeah. Damn. A wild animal. Bunch of wildlings out there.
Right.
Damn. Play.
The black newspaper that had previously denounced lynchings of black people was the first business the mob targeted. President William McKinley declined to intervene, leaving Wilmington's black residents to fend for themselves. Thousands of black citizens fled the city in the wake of the insurrection, which dramatically altered the racial demographics of the city. Colonel Waddell, who led the insurrection, was appointed Wilmington's new mayor.
You can stop it.
Can I bring
Yeah, go ahead.
Give me Deuteronomy 28, verse 29. Because all these things been happening over and over. Because black people now, they got great idea, economics. Let's try to buy lands. But buying lands, Venezuela got their own country.
Black people bring it out.
Look what they did to him. He got his own country.
Bring it out.
With that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 29.
Let's go.
And thou shalt grope at noonday.
We're groping while we're trying to find a way out of the oppression that we're in. That's groping. At daytime, we're groping. What we have to do, like all the black people get together. Let's do this. They always got some kind of idea. Every so often, they got some great idea to get our people in the condition that they're in. Wait.
As the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
Have we ever been prosper?
Nope.
Ever?
No.
That's what God said.
Never seen going
You cannot negate that. Read.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore.
Evermore. We always gonna be oppressed. And what?
And no man shall save thee.
Only Christ can save us. Only the Messiah can save. That's why we need a savior. Because we've been crushed and always in oppression. That's why we need a savior. From who? From this white devil.
So this is again, I'm just going to land back off of you. Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because all we just read from present time, which is now, all the way back into the past, there is always hatred for the chosen seed, for Israel. Read that for me.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5.
Come on.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Meaning at a certain point, we was already destroyed. But what happened?
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood.
So because now you have done this to my chosen people, because I punished them. I used y'all to punish them or whatever it may be, but you still held on to that hatred. You didn't want to let it go. So because of that, God is now going to destroy this nation. And even now, our people are starting to wake up and realize that we are living in lies. We are living in a system that was meant for us to be servants and not kings. Pull up the next article.
From the Miami Herald. The foot is all up on your neck. South Florida black men on life in the Trump era.
So now they are starting to go back and start to talk about how is life under Trump. DJ Trump, the great white hope.
Right.
So now let's scroll down. Let's read that. Come on.
Top Cutter's Barbershop in Miami Gardens is buzzing with sounds from Luther Vandross, Mariah Carey, and Whitney Houston as chairs swivel around in Clippers buzz. It's still early, just past 10 a.m., but in a corner, 6 black men, including the barbershop's owner, Mike Stevens, are sitting on couches deep in conversation about the state of the country since the beginning of Donald Trump's second presidency.
So now let's see what Trump's second presidency is all about. Come on.
Since the election, the unemployment rate for black people reached 7.5% nationally in August, an increase of 1.4% from last August, according to the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, amid reports that more than 300,000 black women have left the job market.
I thought black women was known to, constantly just, always have the best jobs. But as we're seeing, our black women are losing the jobs.
Not after DEI hiring.
Right. Come on.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion programs have been torpedoed at the federal level in some corporations.
Just like Officer Daniel just said, not after DEI hire. Come on.
And some corporations have jettisoned their own programs thanks to the changing political climate.
Come on.
Hard-won civil rights victories are being chipped away at, while the same policies black people fought for to protect their rights are now being used by white people who claim discrimination.
Ain't that some ish? Ain't that some ish? I've been seeing videos about not Esau, but the Jewish man saying that he's been using Section 8 to be able to afford mortgages.
Boy, ain't no way. Hey, that's why. What's that dude, JD Vance?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he says, listen, you don't have to apologize to be white anymore. Because read that last part again.
Black people fought for to protect their rights are now being used by white people who claim discrimination.
That's what they're claiming now. They're claiming to be discriminated in.
Yeah. We're the minorities now.
I'm like, what the heck? They're being oppressed by who? You're ashamed to be white. How? When were you ashamed?
And they've been started that movement. I already knew this was going. Well, we all taught that this was going in that direction when they started that whole anti-Semitism Trump.
Right.
When they started pushing that, we already knew they was about to take the black man's role in America and say, you know what? Black people are not being discriminated on. Black people are not being oppressed. Jewish people are being oppressed.
100%.
Jewish people are being discriminated against.
Remember when they had that meeting? What was it called again? When they had that meeting and they said they hired for the apartheid.
Right, the whole bunch of black Christian pastors.
Yeah. I forgot what it was called, but this had.
What you said, Philip?
APOC.
Yeah, they said that the issue, one of the big issue was what's that movement, that black movement that they had down here.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter. There you go. Well, that was one of the issues, because if you pay attention, you got to pay attention to stuff. You can't just let stuff pass by and think it's nothing. Black Lives Matter was going around, right?
Right.
Protesting, fighting, doing all this kind of stuff. Wait a minute. We're not oppressed. If black people are put in the forefront as the people who's suffering, nobody's going to feel sorry for us.
Right. Bring it out.
They cancel Black Lives Matter. You don't even hear about it no more. Yeah. Make sure they got rid of it. And then they said, listen, now it's all about us. It's all about anti-Semitic stuff. That's what that lady was talking about. And now they fulfill their dream. Nobody speak about Black Lives Matter. Everything now is about them. There's nowhere in hell they're being oppressed.
So, Officer Pagiel, just real quick. So that's the reason why they control the media, so that way they could spin the narrative the way that they do.
100%. And they got the DJ Trump to spin that record.
Yeah, the DJ Trump is like their puppet. So wherever they tell him to move, that's where he moves. Go ahead, Officer Daniel.
I was gonna say, the sodomites got trumped up charges and then they fade to black. That's what happened, right? I think that's what happened.
I don't know what they did, man, but all I know is that they were used. That's what happened. They were used.
You know how the oppressor does. Some charges come out the woodwork. So, do you want to fade to black, or do you want to keep protesting?
Yeah, because they were signing up with Palestine. They didn't like that.
Yeah.
So just real quick, speaking of Trump, let's see how Trump feels about the immigrants that Joe Biden has let in. Sleepy Joe.
And you know, they're going to make mistakes sometimes. ICE is going to be too rough with somebody, or you know, they're dealing with rough
Rewind that
people.
back. Start it over again.
And you know, they're going to make mistakes sometimes. ICE is going to be too rough with somebody, or you know, they're dealing with rough people. They're going to make a mistake sometimes. It can happen. We feel terribly.
Whoa. Whoa.
I felt horribly when I was told that the young woman who was had the tragedy. It's a tragedy. It's a horrible thing. Everybody would say it. ICE would say the same thing. But when I learned her parents and her father in particular I hope he still is, but I don't know, was a tremendous Trump fan.
Did I just hear what I thought I heard? Because the first interview that he did after that shooting in Minneapolis with the Edomite woman, he said, well, if you get aggressive with ICE, they got all right to gun you down. He basically justified the ICE agents and what they did.
Yeah, because they said she was trying to run them over.
She was trying to run them over, and that's what he said too. But now, after looking at it a little bit and found out that it was his own people, he like, you know what? My bad.
Yeah, they're gonna make mistakes.
They can make mistakes. My bad.
Yeah,
right. He
I
only
feel
feel
the only way he feels horrible because the parents was a fan of Trump.
Right. There you go.
Right.
There you go. There you go.
If the parents was anti-Trump, oh no. Yeah,
What did I just listen to?
And
That's literally it. He said, "Man, damn, they voted for me. Man, my bad, y'all.
My bad.
My bad.
It
Y'all
was a
Trump
mistake,
fans.
man.
It was a mistake.
I'll give y'all
you
some
kill
money.
somebody, you said that's rough.
Right.
What the hell?
I'll give you some money
He's
and
like,
then
they
you'll
make
be all
mistakes.
right.
They make mistakes.
And you know what's crazy? This is the thing, right? They go around arresting people.
Amazing.
You know, ICE and molesting and do whatever they're doing, right? And then they pop somebody in the head, and it was an Edomite. All Edomites here, don't matter where they're from, Ukraine, Russia, don't matter what country those Edomites from, none of them are considered immigrants. But you see a black person, Hispanic, they could be here they were born here.
Right.
Round them up, put them in the back seat, let's go. Matter of fact, you took this too easy. We wanted it rough, so we're gonna rough you up sometime.
Right.
It was a mistake. You know, our boys, they'll make a mistake. That's what Edomites always do. A man they could go out there and just 60 people, and they said the young man made a mistake. He's young now. He's 24 now. He's young. He's just a young man slapping the wrist. You need Burger King? You want something to eat? These people are full of it, man. Go to the next one.
Minnesota officials, including Waltz and Frey, accused of hindering ICE, served with grand jury subpoenas by the FBI.
Scroll down, keep reading.
The FBI has served Minnesota officials, including Governor Tim Waltz, Attorney General Keith Ellison, and Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey with grand jury subpoenas for allegedly conspiring to hinder ICE operations in the state, according to Fox reports.
Come on.
The subpoenas are requesting records and communications from the officials, according to Fox News, as anti-ICE protests roil the Twin Cities nearly 2 weeks after Renee Good was shot by an agent after she clipped him with her SUV.
So right now what they're saying is pretty much is that they are not complying to federal laws or regulations, and now they're at odds with each other because of what just happened in Minnesota. Scroll down. Because sometimes in our mind we think that all Esau is good, but at the end of the day, this is just them internally fighting, because we just think that we see that white people are, yay, they're fighting for us, but at the end of the day, it's all a political stunt.
Hey, officer, you know what that was? Because remember, Trump just came out and said, "Oh, my bad. You know, we didn't mean to do it." Because the origin or the reason or the purpose for this agency that he has established is for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
It just so happened that one of his own was a bystander of what he put in effect.
He got popped.
And it got popped.
Yeah,
Can we get lamentation?
He said you're a nigga lover.
Right, because she probably was out there protesting against him.
No, she was trying to alert the people that the ice is coming.
Right. So get Lamentations chapter 4, read verse 17.
Fix the mics.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. This is what Trump has, well, not just Trump, because it's not all just about Trump. It's him and his administration. Because they are all in agreement.
Him and his race.
Right. They are all in agreements to oppress the children of Israel, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read that.
Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
You know how it's vain help? Because the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, mainly those apologetics. You black Christian apologetics. I haven't seen a video about what's happening to our brothers and sisters in the Northern Kingdom about these ICE agents from y'all at all.
Oh, you ain't gonna see it.
Not one.
Right.
Not one, but you ready coming after us about what we believe in, about the truth about the Bible. Come on.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
That's who y'all clinging on to, a nation that can't save you. They're not out here to save you. Read on.
They hunt our steps.
They do what?
Hunt our steps.
That's ICE agents. ICE agents are hunting you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans down. Come on.
That we cannot go in our streets.
I've seen some videos where Northern Kingdom said, I'm afraid to go to work.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to go to the grocery store.
And some people in the congregation now, wherever you are, you know you ain't got no papers.
I'm afraid to keep the Sabbath.
Yeah, you're afraid to keep the Sabbath.
And every day they go by Home Depots in certain area.
Right.
So they know where they be at.
We about to get there.
You don't even see them no more.
We about to get there. Read on.
Our end is near.
Come on.
Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come.
Watch this, verse 19.
Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven.
That's their symbol. The symbol of America is a eagle. Watch this, read.
They pursued us upon the mountains.
They pursue us. That's pursuit, chase. Come on.
They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
That's what Micah said. They waiting. They at Home Depots. They pulling over, what do you call them? Lawn trucks.
Right.
Landscaping trucks.
Y'all are racist for saying that.
I'm telling you what they doing.
They go to construction site.
And you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are playing with this Bible, and this Bible is coming to pass, man. Y'all crazy.
Hey, go to show article. Go to show article and pull up my Cav just posted. Well, he posted an hour ago. And get Hosea 5:15. This is for other, of our people, other organization that's out there. You may be listening, you may be watching, I don't know. You may have friends in different organization. All right, read that, Hosea 5:15.
Hosea chapter 5 and verse 15.
Let's go.
I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
God said, listen, our people have to be afflicted. You cannot stop that from happening. No matter what you do, they're going to just move you out the way, put some charges on you. You don't understand. You don't understand the beast that you're working against.
Right.
All they got to do is make up anything about you. Just put some files on your computer and you done.
That's it.
You trying to fight? They said, listen, we need to white out this whole country. Read that scripture again.
I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
God says our people got to be afflicted for a long time. Northern Kingdom thought it was good here.
Right.
They come, me no negro, me no black.
Right.
For a long time. Guess what? When they see us, they see the same people. If you're not an Edomite, you ain't right. That's just how it is. They don't want you here.
Bars.
Pull up that picture. And Joshua, read the caption. So Joshua gonna read the caption on it. Read that. Read.
Post online about Paul Birdsong says he's a failed rapper and then turned to protesting for attention. He says he's the chairman of Black Panthers for Self-Defense. But the real people associated with the original Black Panthers say they have nothing to do with that group and do not care about ICE arresting illegal immigrants. They are saying he spent the last 5 years protesting and harassing police officers so that news channels can come out and interview him. He films himself arguing with them for social media so that he has content to post and to get attention online.
Now watch this, right? I want you to look at the picture. First, look like a gangster, Bloods or Crips, I don't know, out there for attention. Then move on to Black Panther, and now all that stuff for attention, right? Don't be surprised when you see all that stuff happen just to start more ICE raids. Don't be surprised when they push that out there and they say, you know what? We need to ramp up the ICE raids. Take everybody up. Damn. The same, hey, watch this. Go to Acts, read Acts verse 18. Watch this. Acts 18, read verse 2.
The book of Acts chapter 18 and verse 2. And found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately come from Italy with his wife Priscilla, because that Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from Rome.
So you think when Claudius said all Jews to depart from Rome, you think it was just a nice thing? You think they would just, oh yeah, grab your stuff and go. You don't understand how vicious these people were. You read about them. Just killing people, hanging them everywhere, put Christ on a tree, on a cross, and a whole bunch of other Israelites on the cross, killing people. Christ was like, you think these people were simple? You think they was innocent? Just killing people right there in the open. Christ seen it. So you think when they said, oh, Jews to depart from Rome, you think it was a peaceful thing? Listen, the stuff that you're seeing right now, just wait and see. Wait and see. I'm going to tell you this right now. Wait when Trump is about to be out of office and you see what he's about to do. He going to turn it up. Hey, this has been Four Corners News. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
And the whole world in my hand. You want this? Power. My hand is happy as hell, and that's my power. They hate on my skin. I'm black as hell, and that's my power. You hate my image, 'cause I'm made. Oh, la, 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 oh. It's that time on the mark. Everybody better turn up. See that man, I'm gonna put my cellular. Tell them I just hold on. So bright you can't hide up. So bright you like that, just kinda like garment fresh and me try.
Bring the Bible to life in your home for the holy days. From Passover to Pentecost, from feast days to holy assemblies, our beautifully crafted biblical decorations turn every celebration into a powerful experience of faith, family, and remembrance. Each piece is inspired by scripture, rich with meaning, and designed to honor the Most High with excellence and beauty. These are not just decorations, they are declarations of faith, teaching tools for your children, and reminders of God's appointed times. Don't let another holy day pass without setting it apart. Celebrate with purpose, decorate with meaning. Order today at www.feastday.net and transform your holy days into unforgettable moments.
From the islands of Zion we ride. Ooh, truth in my heart, fire in my eye. Ooh, yeah, they hid the light, but we still survive. The Most High calling His stripes. Oh no.
From the islands to Zion we ride. Truth in my heart, fire in my eye. They hid the light, but we still survive. The Most High calling His tribe. From Nassau to Kingston we sing. Freedom ain't gold, it's a spiritual thing. I
High in Christ bless. We just completed a 1.6 mile march here in Nassau, Bahamas. We give all praises to the Most High in Christ. I'm proud of all these brothers that united together, came together at the drop of a dime at this men's conference. Give all praises to the Most High. Y'all will see us at the next island or next country. Y'all stay tuned. Most High in Christ bless. Shalom.
Is all there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that purple be a problem, they don't like that. We don't turn the other cheek, yeah, we fight back. We keep the law, we teach the law, they don't like that. We waking up the 12 tribes, they don't like that. The streets to bring it out, they don't like that. No cap, we ain't lying, we ain't fly, yeah. A roaring lion crouching down, they don't like that. The tribe of Judah, watch us do this, we gon' fight back. Yeah, your pastor know we lying, talking about he know the scriptures like a butcher, so I keep a knife. I pull it out and cut him with his wartime and spiritual. Praying for my son and them, praying for my aunties and my uncles and my cousin them, praying for my brother. We grew up on the west side, walking in the dark, sweating a blade with a flashlight, trying not to step on a needle or a crack pipe. Watching every step, it's like I'm walking on thin ice. Inhale, exhale, breathing out the breath like it's low. We gon' keep, yeah, I know that's what you don't like. Gotta hold it down, hold it line, keep my boots strapped, so I keep my boot on their neck like a necktie. Yeah, that purple be a problem, they don't like that. We don't turn the other cheek, yeah, we fight back. We keep the law, we teach the law, they don't like that. We waking up the 12 tribes, they don't like that. Yeah, that purple be a problem, they don't like that. We don't turn the other cheek, they don't like that. We keep the law, we teach the law, they don't like that. Waking up the 12 tribes, they don't like that. He's trying to be a better man, they don't like that. Taking care of his wife and kids, they don't like that. So we got boots on the ground, they don't like that. Tearing Babylon's grave down, they don't like that. And we found out who he was, cuz they don't like that. An ex-gang member was a blood, they don't like that. They used to cook dope, sell drugs, they don't like that. His kingpin, but he gave it up, they don't like that. I prophesied out the book of Acts, they don't like that. When I teach facts, they don't like that. His skin burn like brand, they don't like that. He coming back for that ass, they don't like that. He coming back to save the people, they don't like that. Killing all the non-believers, they don't like that. He coming back to save his people, they don't like that. He killing all the non-believers, they don't like that. Yeah, that purple be a problem, they don't like that. We don't turn the other cheek, yeah, we fight back. We keep the law, we teach the law, they don't like that. We waking up the 12 tribes, they don't like that.
We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about
about to turn the world upside down. Upside.
Welcome back to Four Corners News. All right, let's get to the main topic. All right, so Babylon's skirt is being lifted. All right, I know we didn't say it earlier, but that's the name of the show. Babylon's skirt is being lifted. So let's get that first article. Let's see about Babylon, which is America. America.
Pull it up.
This is very encouraging. This is blowing my mind right now. The Europeans have geared up to stand up against Donald Trump. Europe has brought in logistics and manpower to go to Greenland and stand against Donald Trump. This is crazy stuff. Fellas, the civilized nation apparently is not that civilized anyway. Well, something really crazy is happening right now. Donald Trump has voiced his desire to take over Greenland, this land right here on the map. And Greenland people don't want to be part of America. They don't.
Grønland vil ikke ejes af USA.
Greenland does not want to be owned by the USA. Greenland does not want to be governed by the USA. Greenland will not be part of the USA.
Vi vælger det Grønland, vi kender i.
Donald Trump don't give a damn about what you just said. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Right.
You don't want to be part of the USA? He don't give a damn.
That's colonization for your butt. Right there. You don't care, he cares.
Yeah, because Trump said, he said, because Denmark got land his first boat here, that doesn't mean that's your land.
That's crazy, right? Ain't that crazy?
Yeah. He said that doesn't belong to you because you had your first ship over there. It doesn't belong to you.
So
wait a minute. How does that logic work? But didn't America with Amerigo Vespucci landed over here, and Christopher Columbus, they landed over here and claimed the land for themselves?
Yeah. Listen, they got this place called South America.
Right.
The boat landed here and they said, listen, put South America. You know how some greedy people, some greedy fat people be, some greedy kids? Mm-hmm. Yo, mic check. When they want to claim the food, they touch it first. Come on, man, what's going on? We got a sabotage back there?
Come on, man.
Damn.
So they touch the food. They want to make sure nobody take everything. So they touch it first so you don't grab it.
That's right.
So he put the boat here first. Now he's trying to say it's yours. Damn. Go back. Rewind a little bit. Let's hear him cry for a little bit more.
The USA. Greenland does not want to be governed by the USA. Greenland will not be part of the USA.
Vi vælger det Grønland, vi kender i dag, og som en del af kongeriget Danmark.
We choose the Greenland we know today, which is part of the Kingdom of Denmark. Now we are faced with a geopolitical crisis, and if we have to choose between the USA and Denmark, here and now, we choose Denmark. We choose NATO. We choose the Kingdom of Denmark. We choose the EU.
Donald Trump has said that he wants to buy Greenland. They say they don't want to be sold. I think this is very interesting. We need to find out about this.
Sound like slavery to me.
Macron speaking. France is sending troops and airplanes and many equipment to Greenland. Watch this. This is very encouraging. Listen to Macron.
Au Groenland, territoire autonome du Royaume de Danemark, les Européens ont une responsabilité particulière. Car ce territoire...
You got to pause it and read so he could read. You want...
Because in Greenland, an autonomous territory of the Kingdom of Denmark.
Territoire autonome du Royaume de Danemark.
Europeans have a particular responsibility.
Les Européens ont une responsabilité particulière.
Because this territory belongs to the European Union and is also that of one of our NATO allies.
Car ce territoire appartient à l'Union européenne, car ce territoire est aussi celui d'un de nos alliés de l'OTAN.
France has decided to join the exercise that was scheduled and launched by Denmark.
Now watch this, right? He said this is a NATO ally. So are you telling me that America, Babylon the Great, is trying to go against NATO? Against its own ally? So why you got to take over the land and say you got to do it for Russia and China and stuff like that? Let them be your ally. You could just fight whenever you want to. Why you got to take it over?
And Denmark said you can put as much bases and soldiers over here as you please.
Yeah.
So if it was a security issue, that issue was already solved. Just bring a whole bunch of soldiers over here and, you know, set them up how you please and defend. But Trump said, well, it's not financially sufficient for us to invest in a land that's not mine, so that justifies the fact of you need to give it to the U.S.
Colonize. I need to take this because at a certain point, what we're just seeing is this is Trump being put, or America, that is in fear of all the other nations. He's in fear. That's the reason why he had to colonize South America, because what we're seeing is self-preservation. The reason why you got to colonize South America or Venezuela, which has the most oil reserves, is because with money, with any economics, it has to be backed by something. So you need something that everybody else needs in order for your economy to function. So why not take on Venezuela? And the next thing that he says, that Greenland has minerals and all the different substances that people need to function in everyday life. Watch this. Go to Revelation chapter 17 and let's read verse 15. This is what we're seeing. America is still trying to preserve who they actually are. But ultimately, the nations are seeing that as weakness. Read.
Revelation chapter 17 and verse 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth.
The waters is talking about all the other nations which the whore, which is America, sits on. Their military bases. All the different countries and the different continents that America has their bases on. Read.
Are peoples and multitudes and nations.
It just explained it. Read.
And tongues.
And tongues. The point that you want to see are people and countries and multitudes of nations where the whore does what? It sits. In order for you to sit on something, that means you have preeminence. Read.
Where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
The 10 horns is talking about the 10 common markets, or the NATO. What's going to happen is the 10 horns which thou sawest sit upon the beast, read.
And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh.
So eventually what's going to happen is everything that America is doing currently right now, the United Nations that's ganging together, ultimately what America is doing is abusing their power, and eventually they are going to hate America, and they are going to destroy and send them nukes and send them bombs America's way.
Go back to the video.
A décidé de se joindre à l'exercice qui a été programmé et lancé par le Danemark de
in a sovereign and independent manner as part of Arctic endurance.
manière souveraine et indépendante dans le cadre d'Arctic Endurance.
A first team of French soldiers is already on site.
Une première équipe de militaires français est déjà sur place et sera
and will be reinforced in the coming days by land, air, and sea means.
renforcée dans les prochains jours par des moyens terrestres, aériens.
That's the time? All right, go to Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. You got to understand what's happening, right? All that stuff that you're hearing is not the full thing yet. Read that.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6.
Let's go.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
They keep talking about war is coming, war is going to start, but all you're hearing about is rumors of war. Read it again.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled.
But Christ said, don't be troubled about that stuff. Don't worry too much about that stuff. Read.
For all these things must come to pass.
It has to happen. You can't stop it. There's nothing they can do. I know when Trump became president, he said, listen, I'm about to stop all the wars. If I was president, all that stuff will be done. You know how you speak? Oh, it'll be done already. It'll be done already. Now shut the hell up. You can't stop no prophecy from happening. When God to destroy America, it's going to happen. God to destroy this place, ain't going to stop. Read.
But the end is not yet.
He said the end is not yet. Obadiah chapter 1, read verse 7.
Obadiah, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
What is this talking about? Go to verse 1.
Verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord God, concerning Edom.
Guess what? Edom. All of them. Everybody who's at peace with them is going to get tired of them. All of them. NATO. If you pay attention to NATO got only Edomites in it. It's all Caucasian race. That's it. They formed NATO. They said it's us and nobody else. We on top.
And Officer Pagiel, you know, like how Azaniah was going into, he was stating that Esau, in his mind, he thinks by taking Venezuela, by moving on Greenland, he's fortifying himself on this region to defend against his enemies. Right? Can we read? We're in Obadiah already. Can we read verse 3?
Verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
So that is the pride moving within him, because he's thinking about, he's losing power, and he's thinking about how could he heal Babylon or establish himself as a world power again, because he sees his kingdom at a decadence, right? Watch this. Play that video that I posted, if I have time to play.
Yeah, go ahead.
Play that video that I posted in the lineup. It's the last video. Captain Gedaliah brought this out in his class, and this thing was real heavy. Real heavy. He brought it out on Escaping the Plantation. Shout out to Cap. Play that clip real quick. It's real. Can you play it?
States is an empire in decline. States is an empire in decline. And if you look back over the past 100 years, the lessons of history are pretty clear. Declining empires suffer from two things. One, they suffer from what's called micro-militarism abroad. They send troops abroad. In their flailing decline, thinking that some form of military intervention will recapture the global power that is slipping away from their hands. And then domestically, the other thing they suffer from, every single declining empire over the past 100 years, the Soviet Empire, British Empire, the Spanish, all the rest, they suffer from coups. So as American politics become increasingly contorted and irrational, I think the thing to do is to realize that we are an empire in decline, and we are writhing in this kind of irrationality, particularly in the international realm, and it will continue for another decade or two until the American power finally slips away.
See that? That's what we are witnessing. We are witnessing an empire at a decline, and what he's doing, he's flexing. So when you hit a dog gonna bite you. You understand? That's what he's doing. He's trying to reestablish world domination again, and they described it as micro-militarization.
So just to land back off of you, just like when it comes down to Haiti, right? Whenever they're trying to reestablish or trying to revive a dying nation, what they do, they put in people that's in place that are businessmen. Just like how they do Donald Trump, he was a businessman. He knows how to manage a corporation. America is a big corporation to where he's trying to revive the economy, trying to save money as much as he could possibly can, and using the things that they know how to, which is ultimately, what do they use again?
Power, military.
The military power, besides the military power, but it's something else.
Economics.
They boycott nations. What is that called again?
Sanctions.
They sanction nations, showing their dominance and their power to try to revive a dying economy.
They did it to Cuba.
They did it to Cuba. Just think about it. Ever since, go to Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 4. ever since 1969 or the 1900s, there has been a great decline. Money or everything has inflated to where whenever you used to go to the corner store for $10, you could come out with like 10 things. Now, for $10, you barely walking out with 2 things.
I remember when potato chips was 25 cents.
They not. How much is potato chips now?
$1.25 probably.
Letting you know that this nation is at a great decline. Read that.
Obadiah verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
It's talking about America. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, read.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars.
Though you do space traveling, you do all these wonderful technological advances, read.
Thence will I bring thee down.
Why is God gonna start bringing them down? Read.
Saith the Lord, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
So one thing about it is when it comes down to a nation at the great decline, if we read back up to verse 1, this is what God says that's going to bring a nation at a decline. Read verse 1.
The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart.
The what?
The pride of thine heart.
So what destroys a nation is pride. You thinking that you are above God. So because you think that you're above God, God is going to have to show you something. The people that you call your allies today, God is going to use those same allies to bring you down.
He said, it's not about the allies. He said, make America great again. It's all about America. Yeah. He canceled out all his allies.
Right. Let me get a scripted line back. Let me get Isaiah 19 and read verse 2. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2.
That's why
So Philip, you was waiting on that, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's why you said America first.
Yeah, America first, yeah.
Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2.
Read it out.
And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
It says, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. The Egyptians is the so-called Americans today. We was in slavery in Egypt then. We in slavery in modern day Egypt now. But God got them in a trick bag. He said, look, this time I'm going to make them fight each other. Read.
And they shall fight every one against his brother.
Read.
And everyone against his neighbor.
Read.
City against city.
So right now you're seeing even inside of America, America's divided. You got Democrats, Republican. Some people is pro-Trump. Some people is anti-Trump. Some people hate what ICE is doing. Some people love it. Read.
That's Greenland right there.
Right.
Trump said, we do not want Russia as a neighbor.
Right.
Because Greenland is a neighbor to the U.S.
Right. Read.
And kingdom against kingdom.
There you go. So all the Edomite kingdoms now, you got the kingdoms that's with NATO against DJ Trump, against the other Edomites across the seas, in Russia. So the Most High got this whole thing mapped out. So for us, this in the truth, we got to pay attention to the times, y'all.
Pull up the next video.
This is one of the craziest sequence of events you've ever seen in geopolitics. You see this tweet? I greatly respect the fact that all scheduled hangings, which were to take place yesterday, over 800 of them, have been cancelled by the leadership of Iran. Thank you. So Trump has now cancelled attacking Iran because Iran has cancelled the scheduling of the 800 people that they were going to hang publicly, right? That's the story we're being told, right? Iranian agencies released clip of Mossad agents they captured during an anti-regime protest in Iran after a tip from the Denmark Intelligence Agency, DDIS. Important here to note that Donald Trump threatened Greenland and Denmark strongly objected to it by calling it disintegration of NATO. Trump threatened Denmark with Greenland, right? It got so bad that now Denmark has realized there's nothing they can do. Trump really wants this. So in return, they decided, you know what? This is how you want to play it. We're going to show you. So they now sent Mossad a list. They now sent Iran a list of all the Mossad agents in Iran.
Stop it right there. Pause it real quick. Now, you heard what it did, right? What Greenland did. How is it that it was able to get that list so quick? That's something you got to think about.
Things that makes you say,
How they was able to say, you know what? Since you trying to take over Greenland, we're going to turn your enemy against you by giving them a piece of a secret. That's something our people don't think about. You just hear it. It's because for a long time, they have been united. All Edomite nations have always been united to fight against anybody who is not an Edomite. That's just how it's always been.
Right.
But now that they're fighting against each other, because you know how some sisters be when they find out something that, you know, they don't like something about you, you come against them. They say, you know what? Since you put out my sin, I'm going to put out your sins too. That's exactly what's happening.
They just beefing a little bit.
Yeah, they just beefing. Play.
This is very important. Denmark is trying to hurt America by telling Iran where Israeli agents are. I don't know why Israeli agents, America, you see? So Denmark now goes and tells Iran where all the Mossad agents are. So Trump and his people get ready to strike Iran. And then Iran sends a cable to the Mossad, to the Israeli intelligence, and say, if you attack us, we will publicly hang every single Mossad agent we have caught. So Mossad now calls Trump and they say, abort, abort. If we strike, they're going to publicly kill all our people. And you know why that's a bad thing? See, those Mossad agents have families in Israel. So imagine Israeli people now happy we're attacking Iran, only to watch their family members literally being hanged on TV in Iran. So that's the whole reason why Trump canceled the bombing of Iran, because Denmark exposed all the Israeli agents in Iran to hurt America, because America wants to take Greenland by force.
So there you go. So that's the whole reason he kind of backed up. But guess what? He's being exposed. He's being revealed. Look, these people are not as innocent as you make it seem. They got agents everywhere. They got agents all around the world, especially the low hats people. Why? Just to make sure there's always controversy in this world. Get the next video, the next article.
From Newsbreak, we find the U.S. president guilty. Iran's supreme leader accuses Trump of criminal acts, blaming him for casualties, damage, and slander against the Iranian nation.
Let me tell you something, you Iranian president. Trump don't give a damn.
You know how many war crimes Edomites have been caught up on, and ain't no nation was able to do anything about it?
Exactly. He don't give a damn. None of them give a damn. You out here complaining, saying war crimes, you're going to say, yeah, I did the war crime. Now what?
The hell is
They
this?
did that.
What you going to do?
They did that to, what's this Edomite name in Israel?
Netanyahu.
They had him up on war charges.
Right.
He came to that dude was still traveling.
Yeah.
He was on his jet and everything.
They had an arrest warrant for him. Wanted poster.
Yeah, this dude was still traveling. Leaving the country and everything.
Yeah.
That's only for That's only for y'all. Those rules is for mortal beings.
It's for black people.
It's for black people. It's for niggas. But at the end of the day, it does not apply to white folk.
Right. 100%. Look. They went and just bombed a whole bunch of nation over there. And guess what? There was nothing wrong with it. They went to what's that country in South America they just took over? Venezuela. They went to Venezuela. You think they just came and just shut down everything and it was just a peaceful thing? Nobody died? No. Over 40 people died. But guess what? Nobody's speaking about it. It's fine. It's nothing.
There you go.
Go back to the article. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Read down. Go down.
Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, accused the United States and the U.S. president of orchestrating unrest in Iran, saying Washington was responsible for casualties, damage, and what he described as slander against the Iranian people. Khamenei said the U.S. president was directly involved in encouraging what he repeatedly described as sedition, accusing Washington of planning and executing efforts to destabilize Iran. We find the United States president guilty due to the casualties, damages, and slander he inflicted upon the Iranian nation, Khamenei said.
Read that.
He said recent unrest was not spontaneous, but the result of deliberate Foreign intervention. The recent sedition was orchestrated by the U.S. The U.S. did the planning and took action. The U.S.'s goal is to devour Iran, he said, framing the events as part of a broader campaign against the Islamic Republic. Khamenei said U.S. hostility towards Iran predated the current administration, arguing that Washington has long sought to reassert control over Iran following the 1979 Islamic Revolution. From the beginning of the Islamic Revolution until today, the United States has lost its dominance over Iran.
What's happening?
Has lost its dominance over Iran.
That's the issue right there.
So the other nations, they see it too.
Yeah. That's the issue right there. They don't like that. They got to make sure they always stand like, I'm the big guy. I'm the one who fixed this nation. I'm the one who came around and fixed the world. I'm the one who did this. That's how they are. They think they're the big bad guy. Like they run everything. If I'm not involved, if I can't control everything, then I don't want it.
The hell is this?
No. If I'm not involved, if I can't fix anything, I'm dropping these bombs.
Nobody can have it. If I'm not over the earth, nobody's about to have it.
Right. I'm God. You answer to me. I created the image of Jesus. You answer to me.
Damn. Hey, go to Habakkuk chapter 2, read verse 5.
Bring it out.
That's the problem. You see, bro, you got to think about this, man. Ever since DJ Trump became president, what he been trying to do?
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like the guy. I kind of like him because of how honest that he is. He is so unapologetic about him being Esau.
My favorite Edomite.
It sounds kind of crazy coming from us, though.
I mean, it's my favorite Edomite. I don't know about anybody
Philip,
else.
is he your favorite?
Yeah, you about to set it off, man.
Yeah.
We about to go back home.
He a
Michael,
prophecy fulfiller. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we about to go back home.
Yeah, you need him to press the button. What about you, Michael? How you feel about him?
Because remember, we cannot teach about the Bible and then we tell the world that this man is the devil the Bible speak of. Guess what? The angel has to muster the battle.
Yeah.
Right.
We need a DJ Trump to justify some of these scriptures.
No, to bring them forth to pass.
That's what I'm saying. Right. When we say the white man's the devil, we need some visual.
Yeah. So we seeing it right now.
We say the white man, the angel said, "Manifest Trump."
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, go read that.
Habakkuk chapter 2 in verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
This is speaking about Babylon, aka America. Read.
He is a proud man.
He is a proud man. There's no, that's one thing I never understood. Bro, every step that you take here, you see an American flag.
Yep.
You don't go nowhere where you don't see the American flag flying around. That's proud. That's all flying, red and white and blue. Everywhere. Read.
Neither keepeth at home.
He don't stay at home. He's never satisfied. He be at home. He got bases here. He said, wait a minute. I woke up this morning. I played golf. I went swimming in the pool.
What else is there to
I got
do?
baked. I went from pink to orange. I'm still hanging on to rat fur on top of my head. He said, you know what? What else can I do? Oh, I know what to do. That Venezuela dude, he was talking all that ish. Yeah. I know exactly what to do. What you said, Netanyahu?
Come. He said the Venezuela dude or the Venezuelan president. He said, "Come get me." I ain't got nothing to do today.
He was talking all that ish, huh? He said, "I'm gonna run up on you." Ran up, kill about 40, just block out the whole country. He said, "What's next?" I feel good. My wife liked what I did. I came home. She wasn't mad at me no more. Guess what? Greenland, I'm coming for you next. The man ain't never satisfied. Read.
Hey, you know what's so prideful about them is that they declare what they're gonna do to everybody else before they even do it.
Right. Read it again.
Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine,
by false lies. All he do is lies, false narrative out there.
Yeah, he said that Venezuela was a huge importer of drugs.
Oh, he got a new slander now. He said Maduro was complicit to the Biden election. I'm like, this guy just
so
stuff
what?
out there.
So what?
They just throw shit out there. Right?
But you know what? The whole drug thing, right? Why they never go after the cartels?
Right.
The Mexico border is right there. Whereas you're trying to stop some drugs, go out there and drop some bombs in Mexico border. Why you never did that? Because they're making profit.
They got them, officer. Where's the drugs?
Oh yeah,
They caught him.
Yeah.
Okay, so where's the drug?
Yeah, where's the drugs?
Bring forth the drugs.
Bring
and
forth
the money.
the drugs. Bring forth the drugs.
Here's the other thing that I got, right? I made this analogy before, but if somebody is selling drugs, you don't have to buy it. Or you could figure out who is selling drugs or who are the complicit people that's staying in your border so that way you could catch them so you don't bring it around your house, your hood, or your country. Go ahead.
Read on.
He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell.
Everywhere he goes, there's death.
Right.
He desires something, he's not gonna go and ask or vote and say, hey, is it okay if I take your land? You don't do none of that. Just hell, death anywhere, destruction, captivity. Venezuela think it's a good thing for them. I guess you haven't been paying attention to what happened to the other countries that desired. Now he wants Iran. Look what happened to the land that Gaddafi had. Destroyed. Libya, yeah, Libya's gone. Destroyed. Everywhere he touches as death. Read.
And is as death. And cannot be satisfied.
You're not satisfied. You really think that if after they take Greenland, after they take over South America, you think that's it?
No.
Hell no. Nah, that ain't it. They're gonna be like, what's next? Hold on. I know, and we gotta start something. We gotta use our witchcraft again. We gotta use our media one more time. We gotta slander somebody. We can't mess with Kim, because Kim Jong-un got the bombs. We can't mess with China. They got weapons too. We can't mess with Russia. They got weapons too. What other nation don't got no weapons? Because I gotta flex on them. Because that's the only way I'm gonna feel bad. That's the only way I'm gonna feel powerful. When I flex on other nations who got no weapons. That's what they do.
Just real quick, you mind if I just slam back off of you off that hell? Go to Revelation chapter 6, read verse 5. Because the hell, it's also making reference to the hellish conditions. So now let's see how America, when it starts war with the other nations, what does it do to bring the worst conditions when it comes down to a nation? Read that. Revelation chapter 6 and verse 5.
Revelation chapter 6 and verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand.
So the balances represent economics or the IMF. Somebody that's able to control what is valuable within your nation that makes your dollar strong, or your whatever your peso is, whatever your currency is strong. Read.
And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
So one thing that you got to understand, the way that he brings about hellish conditions as well is by controlling economics. So when you take something that's valuable or a valuable resource from a country, guess what's going to happen? The economy is going to collapse. That's how he brings about hellish conditions. Just like how we saw in Venezuela a couple months back, that their money was being thrown in the streets and being used for fire. Because why? They control the economics, bringing forth more crime, bringing forth more drugs, bringing forth more evil. Because as we know, if we don't have, if the money don't mean nothing, then guess what you're gonna do to try to get something of value? You're gonna commit crime.
And you know what it, because all that is a smokescreen. Venezuela, Greenland, they talking about the oil, they talking about the drugs. Remember, he's quick to lie. That's his nature. That's what he does. To turn people from the actual point. And it was brought up in the article that Officer Pagiel was reading. If we can go back to the article real quick and watch this. Go back to that article. The last one we just pulled up. And I want that paragraph, the Khamis say U.S. hostility towards Iran. Yeah, right there. Read that.
Khamenei said U.S. hostility toward Iran predated the current administration, arguing that Washington has long sought to reassert control over Iran following the 1979 Islamic Revolution. From the beginning of the Islamic Revolution until today.
Here's the point.
The U.S. has lost its dominance over Iran.
That's the point. He feels as he's losing dominance over the nations. Hey, go to Isaiah chapter 14 and read verse 5 and 6. Isaiah 14, 5 and 6. And now he's in a state where he's panicking. So he's doing any and everything, all these crazy and irate moves, using war tactics, using micro militarization to try to reestablish their world dominance, trying to heal Babylon, trying to be that world power again. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 5.
Let's go.
The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked.
That's what we're witnessing. We're witnessing the staff of the wicked being broken. They're losing their power. Come on.
And the scepter of the rulers.
Because why? God set him up as a ruler over all nations. He gave the earth unto the hand of the wicked. Come on.
He who smote the people in wrath.
Come on.
With a continual stroke.
Read.
He that ruled the nations.
That what?
Ruled the nations.
God set him up to rule the nations. And he's seeing that God is now turning the tides on that decree that he put forth when he set Esau up. God says, your time is drawing near. The time of the Gentiles is running out. Come on.
In anger is persecuted, and none hinder it.
So that's what we're witnessing. We're witnessing the prophecies that God wrote in the Bible come to pass because they running out of time.
That's a cold precept.
Hey, let's go to the next article. The ABC one. Read that. So now he mad, right? He mad. He crying, boo boo.
From ABC News. Trump announces tariffs on NATO allies for opposing U.S. control of Greenland.
He said, listen, if I can't have this, I got to put tariffs on y'all. Now he putting tariffs on NATO. The same one that he said, listen, y'all better pay up for this protection.
How you conquering your allies? That's crazy, man.
Crazy work.
Hey, NATO, you realize, right? This is not, America says, you know what? NATO is supposed to be a collective of European nations sharing military power. But he's saying, I'm strong enough to fight all you niggas.
No,
I just got to put
weak.
it black. I got to put it black.
That's weak. You over here, you go and have dinner with your enemy or your competition, Russia and Iran, but you conquering your allies. That's weak, man.
That's like a chihuahua.
Like, the people that you really want to fight, like, nah, I can't fight him.
Exactly.
He too big. So let me go fight them small ones over there. Let me go whoop them up and then show you how powerful I am.
That's exactly what they do. Yep. They flex on people who they know they can't fight against. I mean, they can't fight back. So read that again.
Trump announces tariffs on NATO allies for opposing U.S. control of Greenland.
Read.
The 10% tariffs against the 8 countries will go into effect on February 1st.
Why? Because they said, nah, you can't take Greenland. What the hell wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why you trying to take over another country? You know what's crazy about Greenland? He can't use... Oh, they're killing Christians.
Yeah.
He can't use, they got drugs.
Right.
He can't say, there's no excuse for him to use other than, I just want it, I got to take it over.
This is the reason why he came out and he said it completely. He said, you know what? Greenland has all the resources. We're going to take it. America's going to have it. If you don't want to, then we're going to put sanctions on you.
Damn.
It's crazy.
He can't say nothing.
Gangster, man.
Go back. Scroll down.
President Donald Trump said on Saturday that the NATO countries...
Is that a video up there? See if you play. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Countries are holding an emergency meeting today to discuss President Trump's tariff threats. Trump says 8 NATO allies will face tariffs if they don't support his plan to take over Greenland. Meanwhile, people are taking to the streets in Copenhagen and in Greenland, sending a clear message. They do not want to be part of the United States. ABC senior White House correspondent Selena Wang joins me now for more on this. Selena, how are our European allies reacting? And what are we hearing from Trump officials this morning justifying the tariff move?
Well, our European allies, they're outraged and they're scrambling on how to respond to this latest tariff threat. You have heard from Sweden. They're calling this move from President Trump blackmail. France says they're not going to be influenced by the president's intimidation. Now, this comes as Trump has really been escalating his rhetoric around trying to take over Greenland. He refuses to back down his months-long campaign, saying anything short of control is not acceptable. And he's refused to rule out the use of military force. Now, we've heard some Trump officials, including the Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent this morning on the Sunday shows, defending both the president's desire to take over Greenland and his use of tariffs to try and extract these concessions and this agreement from these European countries that oppose the
He just has a desire. His desire is to take over Greenland. That's it. He wants to take it over. And guess what? Everybody here who like, oh, yeah, take it over. Yeah, go ahead and take it. You'll see how much stuff it's going to cost here. Let February 1st hit and 10% tariffs come. You see how you're going to feel it here.
Hey, Officer Padgett, one thing I have not seen is these good old Caucasian folks saying, no, don't take over Greenland. Right. Wait, no, John 3:16? No, please stop. I have not heard of anybody saying we should not be conquering other nations. Yep. We should let the black people go free. But in all of America's history is nothing but conquer and to be conquered and take over the people's resources. They are happy with the way that things are as long as they could enjoy their Netflix, their Hulu, all the different amenities that America gives. They are happy with it.
Yep. That's how you know the American dream is like a religion. They whatever they masters say, every Edomite in America is like, yeah, Greenland, Trump, America first. It's a literal religion. They believe in DJ Trump. When they call him the Great White Hope, they mean that.
You remember when Trump, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, in January 6th. I'm sorry, when Trump got voted out of office.
January chapter 6.
When Trump got voted out of office, guess what happened? Because of their God got taken out of office, they started to do infighting, try to prove a point saying that their voice matters.
Right. Hey, I saw a video of a homeless man. This news lady was interviewing him. He said, you think the country is doing better under Trump? He paused. He said, yeah. Yeah, it's doing good. You think Trump is? Yeah. The man is homeless. Damn. He begging in the street. He literally talked about how he lost his job ever since Trump became president. Do you think he's doing a good job? Yeah.
That's witchcraft.
That's not religion.
That's
witchcraft. It's a religion, man.
Pull up the next article. But click the link first after I go to the picture. We're gonna read the title. America exposed, man. Read.
Trump's grand plan to reshape the world order leaves Europe with a difficult choice to make.
What's a difficult choice you think they got to make? Should we stand with America or should we let them be by themselves? That's NATO. Europe is NATO. So he's trying to reshape the world, not his own country, not where his people at. He's trying to fix everything else but the homeless that you see in Philly who's bobbing around. All the crackheads you see around in Miami.
Right. He worried about the world.
He worried about the world, right? All the homeless people you see all over South Beach, all over different places in the United States, California and LA. New York. Just bobbing, just drugged up. But he trying to fix the world. Damn. Go to the picture.
That picture is crazy, by the way.
Oh, which one?
The picture of his hair or whatever the hell that was.
Oh, talking about the possum on top of his head?
Right.
Read the purple part.
Certainly, America is no longer the country that promoted the global values that have been in place since the end of the Second World War.
Notice how a lot of stuff started going crazy after World War II. After, they went to the space, World War II happened.
Right.
God said, listen, after all this, I'm going to bring you down. I'm going to start to bring you down.
1948. You
1948. They placed some fake people that wear hats on top of their head with dandruff all over their shoulders.
Amazing.
Who molest little babies, calling it circumcision of the mouth.
No Diddy, though.
What? And do a number 2 in the middle of Jerusalem Street.
And call it the
and live
Holy
under
Land?
sewers. Don't forget they under sewers like the Ninja
No,
Turtles.
they're under sewers
Like rats.
with beds underneath. Yeah,
Like Splinter.
Show me a black person doing that crazy stuff.
Living off Section 8 and try to say only black people live on Section 8.
Right.
How do you live off Section 8 in your own kingdom?
Right.
That's crazy.
This wild boy. They just
Yo,
they
yeah,
just wanna
I
take-
forgot they're the house of the.
Ever since 1948, 1945, World War II, this thing hasn't been working good.
Yeah. Things have
Read.
gone down.
Says Karen von
Started
Hippel.
over, certainly.
Certainly, America is no longer the country that promoted the global values that have been in place since the end of the Second World War, says Karen von Hippel, who previously held senior positions in the U.S. State Department and is a former director of the Royal United Services Institute RUSI, a Whitehall think tank. It is shifting to a very different place. So, if the world is indeed moving away from that order, what is it moving towards? And what does it mean for the rest of the world, and in particular for Europe? We've a different world today. International institutions, notably the United Nations, have been marked by dramatically anti-American sentiment and have not served our or any other particular purpose, says Victoria Coates, a vice president at the Heritage Foundation, a prominent right-wing think tank in Washington. In the eyes of Coates, who was previously the Deputy National Security Advisor to U.S. President Donald Trump, change to the international order is inevitable in a changing...
Come on, scroll down.
Wake up.
World.
That's it? All right. So if you've been paying attention to classes that Bishop been doing many years, brought it out a lot of times. When the beast rose up to rule this kingdom, this world, everybody said, yeah, go ahead. You ate beast, you young one.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. 1776 happened. You destroy all the other nations that came against you. Now it was given for you to rule. We give all power and authority to you, to the beast. You made the image. You ruling all over the world, spreading your image everywhere.
And
of
doctrine.
Caesar Borgia.
And doctrine.
Right.
And doctrines. Now guess what? They're like, damn, we can't let this young man rule. We can't let this young man take over the world. He's destroying everything. We gotta fall back. Cause look at him now. He's like an unruly dragon. we gotta fall back.
This is the nations falling back. Remember Brexit, right? Because NATO is just another... BRICS. Yeah. When it comes down to BRICS or whatever it may be, this is just another component of war. What black people just see is, or I'm sorry to say black people, black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, whatever. How we look at war as just fist fighting. Everything comes up with body language, psychological warfare. When you remove money from war, you can't have a war. Because remember what the scripture says in Luke chapter 14, you got to count the cost before you even decide to even build a tower. You need money. That's the reason why when they was going to war in the 1900s, I can't believe, what president was that under? Where it says the war on drugs. What president was that? Nixon. He said the war on drugs. Guess what they was doing? They was getting their funding from drug money. Whenever you have to fund war, there has to be money involved, and that's the reason why BRICS, they started to separate themselves. That's when they noticed that they start to get weak.
Hey, play that video, that YouTube video, Under Attack.
Bring it out!
Yep, play the time frame, 6 minutes. Come on.
In sensors. So instead of sneaking, enemies look for a shortcut to break America.
Pause it. So just to give you context of the video, it's talking about how America can never be destroyed. I'm telling you, man, the pride that they got. They could never be destroyed, but they're about to tell you how they can be destroyed. Watch this. Play. Start over 6 minutes.
In sensors. So instead of sneaking, enemies look for a shortcut to break America from within before anyone lands.
Cyber
if anyone
chaos,
ever hopes to invade, they'll start digitally. Cyber attacks, kill the grid, crash the stock market, scramble GPS and air traffic systems. One EMP blast and cars stall, planes drop, power dies. Suddenly, 21st century America turns 19th.
Stop. Pause it. Now you heard that, right? He said, listen, if you want to destroy America, you have to destroy it from within. Now I'm gonna show you something, right? You think stuff happened, you just believe anything that the beast say. The wine that he gives you, you just drink it up. Go to the next picture, the screenshot.
Bring it out.
Yeah, zoom in. Anything the beast say, you just say, oh yeah, that's exactly what happened. Read that.
In the past 5 years, 2021 to 2026.
Remember, 2020, ever since 2020, the world has not been the same. Yeah, I hope y'all paying attention. Plagues came in the earth. Now the world is changing. Now you're hearing rumors of war. Read.
There have been numerous major outages across various sectors of technology, ranging from cloud infrastructure and social media to cybersecurity and telecommunications. Below are the most significant global outages by category. 1. Cloud and content delivery infrastructure. These are foundational outages that often cause a ripple effect, taking down thousands of other websites and apps simultaneously. AWS on October 20th, 2025, the largest global incident of 2025, recording over 17 million reports on Down Detector.
Go to the next one.
Microsoft Azure, October 29th, 2025, a major configuration error in the Azure front door service disrupted Microsoft 365, Teams, Outlook, and major corporate clients like Alaska Airlines and Starbucks.
Now, what did the video say? That's exactly what he said will happen. Right. But look at the stuff that happened. But now they just told me there was an outage, and that's it. We're not under attack. There's no war here. Listen, there's war. If America was able to go to Venezuela and just say, turn off, lights off. You know how you turn on and off your lights and your switch in your house? He just said off, blackout. Damn. So you mean nobody else could do that here?
The hell is this?
Read.
Fastly, June 8th, 2021, a bug triggered by a single customer configuration change caused 85% of Fastly's network to return errors, taking down the New York Times, CNN, Amazon, and PayPal for nearly an hour.
You can't buy nothing. Go number 2, cybersecurity, CrowdStrike. Read that.
Cybersecurity and software updates, CrowdStrike, July 19th, 2024. Widely considered the largest IT outage in history.
Why is that? Read.
A faulty software update for Windows Host crashed roughly 8.5 million devices.
And you believe that, huh? You believe it was a software update that was able to do that, huh?
Hey, also, Pagiel, you making a very excellent point. Because whoever controls the internet cloud infrastructure is who controls you, because that's where readily all our information goes. But one thing I want you to see, go back up to Cloudflare. Cloudflare,
November 18th, 2025, a core infrastructure failure.
Bring it down. Come on, man. Pay attention.
Over 3.3 million reports globally, briefly disabling millions of websites and APIs.
If anybody that's in IT, you would know what Cloudflare is. Cloudflare is DNS. It's a DNS service provider. I'm going to give you an example. It's like you type in www.google.com for you to get to. So if I'm able to shut down your favorite websites that you could go to, Amazon, all the websites that's integral for the internet to use, then guess what? I control you. I control the narration. I could show your people exactly how much power I have. You don't have that much power. I could control when you use the internet and when you don't.
Damn. Go back to the video. What's the time frame? You got to 6:55? All right, 7:40, go ahead.
Fought for a century, from Europe to the Pacific, from deserts to jungles. Every war refined logistics, tech, and command. The Navy sails 11 carriers. The rest of the world combined has half that. The Air Force can strike anywhere on Earth in hours. Every U.S. state has a National Guard unit that knows every bridge. Fought for a century.
So you see how they're speaking? They say, listen, we got too many bases around the world. We got too many bases and nobody could stop us. Let me get Isaiah 47. Read verse 1.
Bring it out. The book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Virgin daughter of Babylon, read.
Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
So when you read Psalm 137 verse 7, it shows you the daughter of Babylon is Edom. Who is Edom? The so-called white man, the Caucasian race, the European race. Read.
For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
They're no longer being called tender and delicate.
Hell no.
They're like, nah, this place ain't beautiful. They're dirty. They're filthy. They're infected with viruses and stuff. Thieves.
Robbers. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy lots.
So now they're being bare. People are seeing who they are. Read.
Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
That's what's happening to America now. They're like, wait a minute. How y'all civilized, but y'all had a whole bunch of Edomites ran against the Capitol, killed some people, took over, went inside, sat on the chair. But y'all want to talk to other nations about some being civilized and policing us and stuff like that? Hold on. How y'all controlling us, telling us we gotta not commit crime against our own people, but y'all got an organization called Black Lives Matter because y'all keep killing the blacks over there. Other nations were saying that stuff. But when you hear under your bubble, all you see is P. Diddy,
the Diddy Doc.
Diddy Doc. All you see is some controversy about some. I know there was another one, right?
They watching the
Epstein files.
Yeah, Epstein files.
They watching the
you being distracted.
I don't know if it's the Super Bowl or playoffs. It's the playoffs.
No, it's the NCAA with the UM.
I don't know, whatever it is. You being distracted by that garbage.
Yeah, that's what they watch.
Read.
Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
But guess what? The other nations, the people out there, they're seeing the shame. You think just because they're not talking about it on the news, they don't talk about it? Hell yeah, they're talking about it. BRICS is talking about it. China and Russia is talking about it. China and Burkina Faso is talking about it. They're talking about it like, damn, y'all see them men trying to take over Greenland. You think we might be next? Yeah, you might be next. You will be next. So how about you get together and do what you got to do and you fulfill prophecy?
That's right.
How about you do that?
Y'all pressing buttons around here.
How about you get together and fulfill prophecy?
Right.
Read.
I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
God said, listen, you're going to be exposed. And you see what's happening in this country. It's being divided. And Christ already said it. No kingdom that is divided against itself shall stand. It will not stand. It's not going to work. All right. Y'all got anything?
No, sir.
All right. This has been our news on here on
Four Corners News.
4 Corner News.
Let's bring that up.
Where truth speaks.
All right. Make sure you support us at IUIC.fundraising at IsraelUnite.org. That's the Poster Club. We got a big mission coming up. So make sure you donate to the IUIC.fundraising at IsraelUnite.org.
Work don't stop.
All right. Also here, donate at IUIC Miami at IUIC.Miami at IsraelUnite.org. Help us out. You heard the tech issues that we got. Sometimes it's user error. Sometimes it's the stuff, but
And we make it easy for y'all, so y'all could scan that QR code, so that way you guys could donate, and you don't have to type all of that stuff in.
All right, so donate what you can.
Right, help our elderly out.
Next,
that might.
Make sure you also subscribe to IUIC Miami 2. All right, that's our second YouTube page. We've been shadow banned, so make sure you scan that QR code. Subscribe to the channel. All right, let's get the numbers up. Next. All right, so this has been our show here on Four Corners News. Shalom.
They ain't never seen a godly man. They ain't never seen a real brother. If you ain't never killed an old man, now how the hell can you die for your brother? I pour my soul into this. Measure of Christ, I'm trying to grow into this. Drink the same cup so I know what it is. This the New Testament, I made an investment. I had no other choice. I can see the future, but I am not raving. Store my churches up.